Okay, shh. Be quiet. You too. Sit down. Is everybody paying attention? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I'll be brave if you're brave. I'll be brave, but only...
My name is J Addario, and I was diagnosed with lung cancer in December of 2003.
Oh, I'll be scared if you're scared.
When Mom was diagnosed, she was told to go home and get her affairs in order. It was one of the scariest times in my life because, I wasn't ready to lose my mom.
It was unthinkable to any of us that this was it, right? David Jablons, who was her thoracic surgeon, when she finally met with him, he said, "What do you want?" And she said, "I don't want to die because I did nothing."
My mom has faced a lot of adversity over the years, and she's had challenge after challenge, and she's always kind of met them head on. I'm not saying that we knew without a doubt that everything was going to be okay, but if there was one person that can get through it and actually turn it around into something completely different, like it is today, it would have to be Mom.
We'll be family. Just wait and see.
We knew nothing about this disease, that it killed over 2 million individuals a year. The low survival rate, 5-year survival rate, was 15%. There weren't really any treatments, the same chemotherapies that had been around for 40 years. The lack of funding when lung cancer killed more individuals than breast, colon, and prostate combined. The stigma that came along with it. And as we learned more and more of the statistics, we got more and more outraged.
She wasn't done. She wasn't done with this world. I think now I can look back and say she wasn't done because she knew she was going to make an impact. And that is one thing she for sure has done.
She was going to do something to see to it that nobody else diagnosed had to go through what she went through in order to find quality care and support and education.
And that became her life's mission, and consequently it became our family's passion to participate in that and to make a difference.
Just wait and see. Just wait and see.
Where do you work and what is your title? At A Breath Away from the Cure. And since there's only 2 of us.
So I'll be brave if you're brave.
We had an incredible meeting this morning, gathering the brightest and the best in lung cancer world to come together to find a way to accelerate a cure. We've established collaborative, roll-up-our-sleeves working relationship with the Lung Cancer Alliance. We have pledged $1.2 million to UCSF for a systems genetics approach to lung cancer. We're not fooling around, and we're not stopping at just San Francisco, because we're just going to kick lung cancer's ass.
Together, and it could be just you and me. We'll be family.
When you're passionate about an injustice, then you have to do something about it. And it is an injustice that lung cancer patients have been left behind, that they haven't been given the chance to survive that other cancer patients have been given. It's not okay, and I'm not going to rest until that day comes, until they have everything in front of them that they need to survive.
Oh, we can make it through this like sailors in a tempest.
There's almost no research topic, no issue in lung cancer that the Addarios and ALCMI, their research branch, has not been involved with. In fact, they're leading the way in many areas.
So Bonnie understands lung cancer. She's, for someone who, when I last checked, wasn't quite granted her degree, her medical degree or PhD, she probably knows more than many of the MD PhDs I've worked with. And she just wants to get things done.
She is not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom. And most importantly, I have never seen her take no for an answer. And that's what I love about her.
Where are the patients? Bring the patient. Give the patient a seat at the table. A patient needs to be sitting at every table where decisions are being made about their treatment. They have so much to say and so much to let you know.
Bonnie is the iron hand in the velvet glove. So you always feel like you're being treated with respect whilst you're being pushed forward to excel and do better.
And I'm sure you all already know this number, but I'm going to tell you again. 50% of all the clinical trials in the United States happen in 10 states. Do the math.
Bonnie makes it personal, and frankly, it should be personal. When you bring passion to something, and when you force individuals or you force companies or force groups to come together with a common cause, that's ultimately how things change.
So I will fight if you'll fight.
When I think about my mom and what she's been able to bring to this community, to every patient whose life she has touched, the word is hope. The word that comes to my mind is hope.
In a very hopeless time, Bonnie, J Addario, and her foundation did give us hope. They gave us the hope that there was a path and they were going to help us get on it, and it was going to lead us to becoming a survivor, and it did.
Look what God put in my life. Bonnie J Addario put that Lung Cancer Foundation there, said, hey, that's a better way for what you have.
They don't know what they've done for me and how much they helped through a very difficult time.
I feel empowered, I feel supported, and I feel loved by them, honestly.
When they find us, they realize that their search is over. They found a home, and they found a place that they can trust, and one that they know is going to give them the best information at the best time so they can get the right treatment.
From the beginning, she said, you are a lung cancer survivor. I believe it. You're going to be okay, but you need to believe it. And that was like the first time that someone had really said that. So that was one of the best messages.
She just embraced me the first time I met her.
I learned how to be a survivor. Couldn't have done it without Bonnie. I couldn't have done it without her.
Together.
To be able to stand here on stage with a woman who I have long admired as a co-founder and a partner is probably one of the most humbling things that I've done in my life.
GO2 is making hope a reality by being a participant in absolutely everything that's happening in lung cancer, whether they're patient programs, whether they're patient services, whether it's research, whatever it is, we are involved or actually creating it.
Hope is real. Hope is here. Hope is now. And hope is what GO2 is delivering.
We are not a small army anymore. Might have been small at the beginning, but now we are a powerful force.
If I were to describe Bonnie, I think of her as a trailblazer. I think of her as a relentless champion for our community. And I think of her grounding that it's always about the patient.
My mom and her passion for patients, her passion for ensuring the right thing is done, are embedded in the DNA of GO2 and all of the work we do day in and day out to ensure the best possible outcomes for people diagnosed with lung cancer.
Lung cancer took, 20 years of our mom's time, but I wouldn't change it for anything because she devoted herself to changing the face of lung cancer.
And I think Mom's legacy is never give up. That's the one constant thing that she has always done, no matter what was thrown at her, is she never gave up, and she taught others to do the same.
She should remind us all that in the face of adversity, one person can ignite a movement, one person can transform lives, one person can leave a mark on the world.
There's a saying in Hebrew that basically if you save one life, it's like you've saved the world. And my God, Bonnie has saved so many worlds. Thank you, Bonnie, for giving me so much more than medical advice. You've given me friends, you've given me more purpose in helping other people, and, you know, I love you. You've made a big difference in my life.
My greatest hope for GO2 for lung cancer is that we ultimately play a big role in finding a cure for this disease.
It's always impossible until it's done, and that's Bonnie.
I would have to hug and tell her how much I love her and thank her, and for what she's doing just everywhere. That's what she started, that is now worldwide. Just started as a dream. It's nothing but love. It's just giving and love. They're family.
We'll be family. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. So I'll be brave if you're brave. I'll be brave, but only if you're